Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn. Welcome to Trending Thursday. Trending Thursday. This is the original live stream that set us off on the YouTube channel after we moved over from Twitch. And we built Twitch from nothing to something and then moved over to YouTube. But man, we've grown a lot more. And I just heard the alert go out. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that we are coming across loud and clear. So as I mentioned, Trending Thursday was the first live stream that we've done, that we did when we moved over to the platform of Twitch, then over to YouTube. So this is where it all began. And you guys became VV Nation because of this. Joey still thinks that he created the name VV Nation. He did not, but that's another argument for another time. No, we don't need to argue about it right now.
You thought of that.
I did come up with that.
Chat needed to have a name.
I did.
No.
I did.
You didn't even know.
Actually, it's amazing because I did. Because it's funny that somebody commented on our chat saying that we just talk too much and don't focus on stocks. And I'm like, we have fun on this channel. I think a lot more people come here not only for the stocks, but for the interaction that we have with each other. So I'm never going to change that. Even if you think it's unprofessional, this is what makes our channel our channel. All right. So I answered that chat, personally, but I'm just putting that out there. I think that, look at that. Mark says he's bored already, whatever. All right. So we have a lot of fun here as we talk about, stocks. So Disney was on my list today. I know it's one of the stocks that's moving the markets. They beat earnings. One of the best thing I think happened to Disney is when they brought Iger back. That was one of the best things that I think Disney could have done after all of the political unrest that went through with Disney. I think that was probably the best thing that happened. Everything discussed and learned on Trending Thursday is the property of Joey and Joey MP. Oh boy, whatever. Interesting, Michelle, about Palantir. I closed my Palantir trade today. I did, and I took 120% gain on it. I did close my Palantir trade off, so I'm just putting that out there. There it is. Phyllis says, I like it the way it is. And I think most people, how many of you think that we talk way too much outside of stocks? All right. If you like the channel the way it is, type a 2. If you think we talk way outside of just stocks, way too much, type a 1 in the room. All right, there you go. You talk too much. Homeboy, you never. Yeah, I like that. I remember you just brought back memories. All right. And I think personally, whatever, Joey, I think personally, more people come. And, I got a couple of ones in there, and I'm okay with that. I asked the question. I totally did. I asked the question, so I'm with that. And, I think that most people come because it's outside of the norm of what you see on YouTube when people are talking about stocks. So I'm going to continue to keep it. But I think that we put a lot of stocks out there that a lot of people have made money on. I think we've definitely done that, and VV Nation will tell you that. We've talked about a lot of stocks that a lot of people have made money on. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not afraid to put myself out there on the limb every so often. All right, so as you're looking at the homepage, 3 red lights. Today I'm not giving you a ton of fish. I know that between Ryan and I, we've talked about being careful in the market right now as the market went up as much as it has. After the election happened, the market took off. But markets or stocks can't go up tremendously forever, right? We all know that. So the MTI never got to a point of really looking for an oversold market. What's the MTI sitting at 1.42? But the 3 red lights, this is not abnormal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring us into the system, and I gave you a level of what I was looking for in the market. There's my level of support, sitting at 72. Let's call it $73, and we fell below it today. 3 straight days. 1 black crow, candlestick formation, followed through. Yesterday stopped right at support. Today broke through. Right now, the market shows that it may have some more legs to the downside. Everything down, even Bitcoin. Now, what's making the market move like this? One, I think a lot of it's profit taking. When I look at Palantir being up as much as it has, or some of the other stocks in my portfolio that has been up as much as it has, I'm okay with taking profits off the table. All right, I'm okay, especially knowing that the market is gapped up, ran up. Well, I'm going to add, there's the RSI. The RSI is not even telling me that the market was overbought. Let's go to the high point there. RSI was right there at 80. It was at 79.08. That could have been a good point to say, well, from another technical indicator, also known as RSI, letting us know that the market was right at the precipice of being overbought. And what did the market do right after that indicator hit 79.08? We started falling. The MTI got as high as 1.44, not that 1.5 or 1.6, but started pulling back as well. So this is not something that shouldn't have been anticipated. We were warning you just to look at this level, and we broke through. Thus the reason why I took off my Palantir trade. Debbie says, I think personally, whatever. I love personally. I think that's good. What's your thoughts on IBM? I haven't looked at it today. So when it comes time to look at stocks, Kurt, I will take a look at IBM for you. What I meant to say is that I enjoy your chatting. Keep it up. Okay, there you go. Rumor has it that the AI bubble is about to burst. There's a difference between bubbles. Well, a lot of people want to attribute the AI move to the dot-com bubble. Difference between the two, the dot-com stocks didn't make money. The AI stocks are making money. So I don't consider it a bubble. I just consider it a big move in an upward direction in an industry that's still in its infancy. That's what I think. In its infancy, and the way the technology is going, AI is going to play a major role going forward from a technological standpoint. So I don't call it a bubble. And that's interesting in regards to that. What do you think of SGMO? I like the stock. We've talked about SGMO. I've talked about it as a speculative play. I do like SGMO. SoFi met your 13 stop. Did you sell? No, the only stock that I sold today was Palantir. I'm waiting till close to the end of the day to look at my other stocks to determine which other stocks I want to get rid of. All right, Glenn, but Palantir is only down 1.5%, not 10. No, it's 10% from my high point. My high point, Bill, was 131%. I took my profits at 120. Actually, I gave it 11%. All right, so no, it's not just 10% down in one day. It was 10% trail from the highest point that Palantir hit for me, which was 131%, and I got out today at 120%. But SoFi didn't ring a bell yet. What is Jay Powell going to tell us today? He talks today at 3 o'clock. I think that Jay Powell is, and I don't know, I think that based on the job numbers, based on the PPI today, how many of you are thinking, and just let me know what you think, how many of you are thinking that he's reconsidering a December cut? Type of 1 if you think he's reconsidering. Type of 2 if you think it's locked in. Type of 1 if you think he's reconsidering. Type of 2 if you think he's locked in. Again, I like the conversation. I like to see what you guys are thinking. I love the conversation. I love the interaction. I see a mixture of the both. All right. I think at some point in time, if we rose a little bit, but it was in line. The PPI rose a little bit, but it was in line. So is he still on track to cut in December, or is he reconsidering? And I think that his talk today at 3 o'clock is going to probably shed some light on the direction. I think I'm going to need to watch that. Marty says the latest numbers, PPI again, up like 0.2 from 2.4 to 2.6, but the Fed is saying that it's in line. So we'll see. All right. So based upon what I see in the market, would I be mad if you took stocks off the table? The answer to that is no. stocks like Palantir, if you want to hold longer, or stocks that are going down that you do want to hold longer term, I'm all on board with selling covered calls. All right. And Alex is right. The market needed a breather. You're looking at the market timing graph, big bounce off this level of support. Big, a little bit of a downtrend coming from this level of resistance, big breakout, big gap up, broken through 2 levels of resistance, got to a high. And I'm with Alex. The market is right in line. No Santa rally? Oh, no. I think we definitely get a Santa rally. I think with everything that's going on economically, I think we get a Santa rally. NVIDIA earnings will be big. We're going to have a live stream of the earnings call next Wednesday. I will put out a video next Tuesday. I'm going to give you my insights on NVIDIA, and I will give you a profit target or a profit loss target. Ooh. Could there be a possibility that NVIDIA could surprise and bring the market down? Could it be? Go ahead. All right, could it be? All right, so before we get into the news, I wanted to bring up this special that we're running for Black Friday. Special trial offer, 99 cents for a 30-day trial to VectorVest. 99 cents for a 30-day trial to VectorVest. This deal will end on December 1st. So, we love you guys. A lot of you may not be part of the system yet. We're giving you a great opportunity to do so. You need to go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. Would you buy puts on NVIDIA? I'm going to talk to you more about that on Tuesday. Choice is yours. You got to determine, Jake. Do you feel bullish? You got to be like Clint Eastwood. You feel bullish, punk? Well, do you? And if you feel bullish, then you wouldn't buy puts. Now, one thing that I like when it comes down to earnings calls, if you're not sure, I'm all about buying a straddle, where you buy a call and a put at the same strike. If it goes up, the call side makes money. If it goes down, the put side makes money. I think that that's probably one of the safer bets. Now, the other side of the coin is that one of the legs is going to lose money. So, but I think that that is one of the best plays, especially if I'm not sure in regards to how earnings is going to play out. I like to buy the straddle. Is retail a good space going into the Santa rally? I think Alex, retail could profit because of the upcoming holiday season. People are still spending money. I just saw a story where the Coach parent company and some other luxury that they didn't merge together. But it goes to show that people are still spending money. Maybe not as much money, but given the current market's conditions with the high inflation, all right, even though it's coming down. And this is a big misnomer. Inflation, the rate of inflation is coming down, but prices are still high. And even with the prices still being high, people are still spending money. All right, but a lot of people keep, because inflation is coming down. The rate of inflation is coming down. Prices are still high. And it seems like people are still willing to pay the high prices. A lot of it is going on to their credit cards. That I understand. I totally understand that. But people are still willing to spend the money. And putting it on your credit card while credit card interest rates or credit card rates are going high is kind of crazy too. Glenn, why do you say Palantir is not fundamentally sound? You look at the relative value on Palantir. You look at the relative safety on Palantir. Those are our fundamental indicators on the stock. You look at them below the value of 1, Palantir doesn't seem to be fundamentally sound. Why is Palantir going up? Because a lot of people, whether nationally or internationally, are flocking to their platform because they do a really good job with their foundry to turn, no matter what industry you're in, to turn data into very useful information. Credit card money to buy stocks is very, but who said people was using their credit cards to buy stocks? Spending on their credit cards, many defaults. We talked about this earlier this year, towards the summer, that the credit card debt was over $1 trillion, the highest it's ever been. The highest it's ever been. All right. I read consumers are planning to spend an average of $700 or more this year on credit cards. You know something? I stopped using credit cards right now. My daddy always taught me, though, if you ain't got the money to buy it, you don't need it. My daddy always taught me that from, did I always listen? Nope. I raised up credit card debt, but then I paid it off because I didn't want to have that burden over my shoulder. Tesla finally coming down, waiting for a bottom. Glenn, what are your thoughts on Tesla? TSLQ is on the rise. The bearish side of Tesla is on the rise. Again, folks, a lot of these stocks that have gone up, I think there's a lot of profit taking. There's a lot of profit taking. All right, let's get into the news. Let's do that. Let's go into the news. We're going to start off with PPI. Producer prices grow by 2.4 annually in October. But again, that number was in line. People are still getting hurt in the pocket. All right, but people are still spending money. People are still spending money. And if people are still spending money, prices are going to stay high. Now, if people stop spending money, is price going to come down? At some point, they would have to, or else businesses would be like, yo, I got all this inventory and I can't sell it because nobody's willing to pay the prices. But, food and fuel, which is taken out of that number, it still is high. People are still feeling it in their pockets. Jobless claims fall. Unemployment rolls shrink. Does that mean that more people are working or more people have dropped out of the rolls? I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of the two. Man, Ariana, thank you very, very much. Qubits. Joey got that back up again. Qubits got us a $2 super chat. Where's my freaking pen? Joey comes into my office and touches stuff all the time. QBTS. QBTS. Type the W's in the room, please. Please do QBTS vid quantum C++ will run like AI. All right. Type the W's in the room. Type the W's in the room. Let me get into the software real quick. And let's go look at QBTS. 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 Let's go take a look at it. Nice run. All right, this is a 3-month graph. Nice run. Fast lane. Came back, never got into the slow lane. I would have taken some off the table, put back on. It's running. Be careful with the wick today. A lot of stocks are looking at Ariana. A lot of stocks are looking like this today with these wicks for the last couple of days. A lot of stocks have got some profit taking going on, but beautiful open candle. Broke outside of the Bollinger Bands from the high, but now with the price currently still within the Bollinger Bands, it is running up. Let's go take a look at volume real quick. Man, and on volume, I can't say that I don't like the play. I like the play, but I want you to be understanding. I want you to be understanding about what's going on in the market and where the market's move is. Looks like I might have to do another quantum computing video. I did it a long time ago, but when you talk about AI, you talk about the power needed for AI, you talk about the servers, you're talking about the chips. Quantum computing does play a role, and I may need to do another video on quantum computing. Joey, do you remember the last time I did? You look on your other computer, see the last time I did the video on quantum computing? It was a long time ago. I may need to do an updated video on quantum computing because I do think that it plays a role, especially when it comes to AI. So Laura says, yes, I want to hear about the quantum computing stocks. I used to have a watch list of quantum computing stocks somewhere. Hold on. You got me thinking about it now. Let's go to the old Trending Thursday setup. Do I have one on quantum computing? TUV, QRS, TUV, QR. There it is, quantum computing stocks. I did have a list. Look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. I got 19 stocks in the quantum computing space. Qubit is up 56% today. I wonder if QBTS is in here, and it is not. Hold on, I can't say that. Look at that. How about QBTS? Problem is that it goes up fast, it goes down faster in a 2-year chart. Where it is? I do not have it in here. Let's go QBTS. I'm gonna add it, but I got now 20 stocks in the quantum computing space. I want to do something real quick. Let's go see what this group of stocks has done year to date. Look at that. You guys got me going down a rabbit hole. I don't mind it. Let's go see what these Taiwan semis in here. How many? Let's go see. Quick test them all. Wow, this list of stocks is up 51%. Qubit there's QBTS. You just asked me about it. It's up 134% for the year. INOQ. Somebody typed that into the room. There it is. Bill typed that in the room. It's up 116%. Google a lot of quantum stocks. Well, these are all quantum stocks, but the biggest mover is QUBT, and it's a penny stock, 89 cents. Qubits, QBTS, 82 cents. Two of them are low dollar, really penny stocks. But this is what the watch list of stocks. Cool thing. I told you I did a video on it. Maybe I need to do another one, but maybe specifically look at the Q stocks. Q. I think that these are probably the stocks to take a look at. But I'm gonna get some articles on this. And I think I may have to do a new quantum computing video. It won't be tomorrow. I already got my video pointed out for tomorrow. And Tuesday's video next week is already about NVIDIA. It may need to be, not this Friday, but next Friday's video may be on quantum stocks. And maybe I pick out some of the best quantum computing stocks for you. Well, I'm gonna do a preview of that right now. What would I look for from quantum computing? I'd look for the stocks that have RVs above 1. There's out of the 17, out of the 20, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 20 have RVs above 1. All right. How about 7 of the 20 have earnings growth rate double digit? Ooh. Maybe these are the top 7 from quantum computing. Maybe. But I'm going to do a little bit. I may do a little bit more in regards to a video. How many of you would like to see a quantum computing video next Friday? Type a 1 in the room. I think that it does play a role in AI, so it may be a topic that we've got to take a look at. I said a 10% stop from their recent highs, stopped out at Tesla, CLS, ADMA, only NVDX, and Palantir. There you go, Troy. Uncle Glenn, I'm losing big money on Powell and EME and Axon. Well, before I get into, we got to first off talk about why you got into them. EME, Powell, and Axon. Let's go take a look, Amir. If you bought them, well, right now I'm looking at EME. I don't know when you bought them, but from the look at that, that's I want to call that a one black crow, but. Man, that one already started moving down. Look, all of them. Nope, not Axon. Axon is fine. You shouldn't be losing big money on Axon. And I've got a solid level of support to get you out on 571.14. But the other two, Powell, big fall from the high. You already should have had stops in place, Amir. You should have already had stops. And if they haven't hit your stops, leave them alone. But from a star search perspective, Powell went into the middle lane yesterday. More confirmation today. Looking at EME, went into the middle lane or is in the middle lane today. These are not bad stocks. For some reason, Amir, the timing wasn't right on your part in pulling the trigger on these. So what do? Well, EME is in the middle lane. If you don't want to take it all off the table, take half off the table. We're looking at Powell. I would be out of the stock only because it's in the middle lane. Middle lane and follow through. Middle lane and follow through. And when it comes down to Axon, you should be fine. On Axon, you should be fine. Right now, you're moving sideways. If you want a tighter stop, and I'm using the middle of the big candle as your level of support. If you want to get a little bit tighter, let's go up to this flat level of support at 590.79. That may be a better place to get out. But the other two, I think, was just bad timing. As soon as you got in, they started going down. I would have been keeping my eyes on them. All right. What broker do you use? I am a Schwab person. Glenn, your multi-bagger picks from August 15, 24 are up 39%. Let's go look at the multi-baggers. I have a portfolio on those. Multi-bagger picks today. What am I up? 17%. You're just looking at the hard facts on them. I've got stops on these, managing this portfolio, starting to pull down. If you're just quick testing them, you may be right. But right now, I am managing this portfolio. Multi-bagger 2 is 5.38. Even my multi-bagger picks are taking a hit right now. But I've made some good money on these stocks. If I go to reports, go to trade history, let's go look and see what has gone on. Closed recently, 11.8. We got a FENC, 11% loss. IAG, 11.1, 9.4. Man, we got out of ADMA. What a nice game. We got out of VITL. What a nice game. 2 baggers right there, and others we took. And you know something, you can have a portfolio that's got more losses, but if you manage those losses, you're going to be okay, especially if the winners get to run like these 2. So overall in this portfolio, I'm only up 17%, which is not half bad, knowing that a couple of those stocks you took a lot of gains on. Mary wants me to look at a stock. Do you guys want to look at any of the news and stuff at all? KBH. Y'all want to look at any of the stuff that I got planned out for you? Woo! KBH in the middle lane. Nice up day today, but in the middle lane. And look at the overall move from this high is pulling down. I would probably, Mary, would definitely, that's too overextended, but it is what it is. If I'm thinking about getting back into it, I need to break above that downtrend. It's in the downtrend. I'm not feeling that. Now, if you're in it, you got a little respite right here in that you might be taking back some of the losses that you had. That's your choice. I do see here a nice uptrend. Look at that. It's below the downtrend and not above the uptrend. It's kind of jacked up right here, right? It is below the downtrend, showing the downtrend, and it's not above the uptrend. Sort of like in no man's land, thus moving sideways. I'd be careful with KBH. But today you're getting a little bit of a rebound. You might be, any thoughts on nuclear? Lee, I'm a fan of nuclear. I am a big fan of nuclear, especially with AI. All right. I am, I like stocks like SMR. I like stocks. My best new stock right now is LEU. It was CCJ, but right now it's LEU. LEU is killing it. Hold on. Where is it? Trending Thursday. That's the old one, right? Let's go look at, do I have a uranium portfolio in there? No, it's in a special watch list. We do have a uranium watch list. All right. Can I finish for today now? Huh? You're welcome, Mary. Glenn, are people having issues logging in? I haven't heard anybody say that they had any issues logging in. Glenn, does Schwab let you trade options after hours? I've never done it. So I don't know the answer to that, unless I try. All right, let me get back into the news. That's what we're at. I got to get back into the news. Let me get back into the news. Doo-dah. All right, crypto's still rising. Here's an ETF. I got to get it put into the system. But BITW, high beta crypto play in an ETF format. BITW is a high beta ETF focused on the top 10 cryptocurrencies. I like that. I do like that. I like the idea of keeping your eyes on the top rather than all over the place in crypto. I want to see if I can get this added. ETFs like BITW mitigate operational and regulatory risk compared to unregulated crypto exchanges focusing solely on the market risk for retail investors. I think the big thing that it's got for me is the 10 top cryptos with over 90% in Bitcoin and Ether. Interesting. All right, I'm going to see if I can get this added to the database. It is not in the database, but I will look at BITX in my list. NVIDIA, big news is, look at this, top 10 quant stocks That's quant stocks. That's not quantum. Anyway, NVIDIA rises as Wall Street keeps upping price targets ahead of earnings. It's going to be, going into the end of the year, the biggest stock to report going into the end of the year. So again, watch Ryan's video tonight, because is NVIDIA carrying the chip stocks right now? Is it? Ryan, I just saw Ryan's video. It's going to be a great video talking about that, and then going back into my video for next week. I'm going to give my price targets on NVIDIA. I'm going to show you everything that I can show you to analyze NVIDIA to get you ready for NVIDIA earnings. All right. Next one. A lot of people still like this stock. Intuitive Machines, LUNR. It reported a net loss of $80 million, but revenue of $58.4 million revenue, because there's a lot of eyeballs on it, because they sent the lunar module thingy up into the moon, and then it falls over, go boom, and go, ooh, danger, Will Robinson, danger, and it fall down. But a lot of people, I think that it's still a feel-good stock for the space industry. I'm looking at SpaceX. I'm still looking at NASA. I'm looking at Lunar. There's a lot of rejuvenation of the space. You get it? The space. The outer space. I'm interested. Glenn, is IBIT the best stock for crypto? I like looking at Bitcoin. The BITW or the BITX, they're all Bitcoin ETFs. I like IBIT. I'm still holding it. I think it was going up today. I don't remember. I got to go take a look. The only stock that I got out of today in my portfolio was Palantir. There was no way I was giving too much of that back. So I took the 120% gain. You know something, if it goes up again, I'll get back into it. But guess what? I'm going to be using a lot of the house's money, because I made money on that. So coin is a good spot. I like Coinbase. I know Ryan did a short yesterday on Coin as well, the Coin CEO. If you haven't watched some of the stuff that we put out on YouTube, folks, outside of the live streams, you need to go check it out. Ryan, for me, is the king of shorts. He stays on top of so many different things. Folks, you need to go to the channel and look at the shorts that we cover a lot of stuff that we don't even cover here on the main channel. Space Force is coming back. The Space Force didn't go away. My daughter is part of the Air Force. You know how us as Marines, we fall under the Department of the Navy? The Space Force falls under the Department of the Air Force. Did you know that? How many of you knew that? Type a yes in the room. If you didn't know that, type a no. But the Space Force falls under the Air Force, just like the Marine Corps falls under the Navy. All right. He also named HUD as a good stock. I'm not a big fan of the miners. And I'm not a big fan of the miners because Bitcoin halved, so they're not getting as much from mining the Bitcoin until, you know, but if Bitcoin keeps going up, that may overwrite that. So Ryan is the king of shorts. He is Captain Yacht Rock. Ryan is amazing. Ryan is amazing with finding ideas and putting them into shorts on the channel. All right, so I'm asking you guys to go watch that. Yes, my son is in the Space Force, says TW. I guess that's like twice. I got you. Shopify. We talked about Shopify yesterday, Judy, in AMA. I think we did talk about it yesterday. You got something against the minor leagues? The Marine Corps ain't the minor leagues. You know, if you put all four of the branches, all four of the major branches on a screen, that makes up 100% of armed forces. You just put up a picture of Marine, that represents 99% of the armed forces. I just need y'all to know, we ain't the minor leagues, baby. And you know, we're not recruiting a lot of people right now into the military, but guess who's not missing their numbers? The Marine Corps. Hoorah. I'm just putting that out there. All right. Rocket Lab is another good stock. I'm with you on that, Niles. I'm with you on that. All right. How you like how I fixed Ryan's title in the crypto last night Told you so. Whatever, Janice. I saw. I see you have two different names. Sometimes I forget that you have two different names, but I saw that. Whatever. That's all I got to say. Whatever, Janice. All right. My frat just got its 4th Admiral star. Your frat. What is that, Keith? I like when Ryan does the stocks that are moving in a sector and lists the top stocks to buy. Again, he does a really good job on his videos, but he does a really super good job on the shorts. All right. 2 ASML stories. ASML holding firm holding confirms long-term target amid AI field chip boom. Now, the thing is about ASML, this is the lithography company. They make the machines that make the chips. All right. ASML Holding has reaffirmed its long-term targets buoyed by strong demand for its products. You got to have these machines to make chips, right? And services amid the expected growth of the semiconductor end markets. Next story, ASML market dominator at a discount. Ooh, ASML stock is 9% undervalued after a recent 19% drop driven by the revised 2024 revenue outlook. ASML dominates the advanced lithography market with over 80% share. I don't even know what other companies are out there that make these lithography machines, benefiting from strong semiconductor demand and innovation. So 2 stories on ASML stock I definitely want you to keep your eyes on. Palantir. Palantir hits the gas on growth. Palantir reported a strong Q3 with 30% revenue growth and a significant adjusted operating margin expansion at 38%. Management raised 2024 guidance to 280 to 2.80 billion in revenue. Palantir, man, I'm telling you, I dare say that Palantir is the next NVIDIA. Anybody agree with that? Or am I just super forecasting? Do you agree with that? Type of 1 if you agree with that. Type of 2 if you do not. Type of 1 if you agree with that. Type of 2 if you do not. I think Palantir's got a lot more upside with all of the contracts they continue to get globally. What price are you looking to get back in on Palantir? I'll take a look at it when I look at it on the graph. Aboriginal Truth Seeker says 3. So it's like, yes, I agree. No, I don't agree. It makes a whole new number. Alfreda says 2. Not yet. Okay, I got you. Don't know, but Palantir made me a bunch recently. Roger, I'm with you. But I'm Nectarios. Yasu, what's up? Tekanis. Nectarios. You ought to know that I can speak like 17 different languages. Did you? I can. Not fluently, but I know words from about 17 different languages. I know words on, on about 17. Kala esi, kala. That's right. So I can, now one, that's about all I can say. All of the rest of the words in Greek are cuss words. So we won't do that here. Do you know Klingon? Yes. As you can see, Daniel, I do. Palantir is a PE. Now, I'm not going to tell you that Palantir hasn't been way overvalued. I'm not going to say that. I still think it's more of a speculative play. Fundamentally not sound, way overvalued. I think that people see what they do, what they can do, and why people are coming to them to do what they do. All right, so I just say that. I'm up 100% on Palantir. Phyllis, like I said, I took 120% off the table. Glenn, where can I find shorts posted by Ryan? So let me help you out with that right there. Let's go to YouTube. Here's our YouTube channel, right? If you go to our main YouTube channel and subscribe, you can go to shorts right here. Shorts. This is after you've subscribed to the channel. You look like this. Go to shorts. And then Ryan's face is all over the place. Look at that. I'm only up there a couple times. This is Ryan's world. When it comes to shorts, man, this is Ryan's world. And he goes way above and beyond, providing you every day with a minimum of 2 shorts. Every freaking day. All right, so I'm putting that out there. That's how you find the shorts. XROF, Polymarket, what else? Massive moves in low cap semiconductors, XROF, Coinbase. All right, so there you go. There you go. All right, I'm going to close that out. Let's go to the next story. Last one is Netflix. JP Morgan loves Netflix. Predicts this is huge. I'm going to ask you another question. Tyson Paul fight could be the most watched boxing match ever. And if you have Netflix like I do, I already pay for Netflix. That means I get to see the fight for free, right? Whoo. All right. Who you pulling for in the fight? Type it in the room. All I need to hear is Tyson or Paul. Who are you pulling for in the fight? Tyson or Paul? But this is huge. The most watched boxing match ever. Ever. All right, so I will tell you I'm pulling for Iron Mike. I'm with Mike. Lee is pulling for. I think this is going to be a big boost for Netflix. I think people who don't have Netflix will run and jump on Netflix, even if it's for a short time, to watch this fight. I expect a big pop in Netflix stock. And when is it? Oh, in the tomorrow? In the tomorrow? The company is set to stream the boxing. Yeah, there it is, tomorrow night. Holy smokes. I'm a New Yorker too, Bill. I'm interested. You know something? I'm not big into this, but guess what? I'm finna watch that. Then I started the candlestick course on VectorVest, and the Doji system is up 100% today. Wow. We do have a candlestick course, don't we? We got so many courses. I forget that we had a candlestick course. Thank you for that. All right. So I just put that out there. Wanted to see where your heads were. Let's get back into the software. I was in the program the whole time. Joey didn't do nothing. He was supposed to change that. All right, here's the stocks that made the news. Maybe not. How does that happen? Oh, did I not put them in here? That's silly if I didn't. Wow, I really didn't do that? Man, I swore I did that. I don't know. Let me go put these stocks in here real quick. I swore I did that. BITS? No, BITX. There we go. NVDA, Lunar, ASML, PLTR, NFLX. All right. I can't believe I didn't do that. That's kind of silly on my part. There they are. 3 out of the 6 stocks are going up today. The biggest mover is ASML. I think that's a good stock to keep your eyes on. It is fundamentally sound, a little bit overvalued, double-digit earnings growth, a hold recommendation. NVIDIA going into earnings, fairly valued. Look at that. Fundamentally sound, 51% earnings growth. All right, I'm not going to give you my insights on NVIDIA until Tuesday. Bitcoin down a little bit today, but it's in a big up. It's moving. It is moving. Netflix. The fight, it's only up 83 cents, but guess what? Stock is fundamentally sound. It is overvalued with an earnings growth rate of 26%. Palantir, not a big move down, but I took that money off the table. All right. Jazz says tomorrow dinner, ear of corn. Sigh. All right. Lunar, bigger move to the downside, even after the earnings. This is more of a speculative play where relative value and relative safety are both down, but it's got a CI. The stock is resilient to major moves to the downside, and it's in an uptrend. So those are the stocks that made the stories today. I still like NVIDIA. I still like Palantir. I just took my profits off the table. I like Bitcoin, but just like any other play, Bitcoin has gone up a lot. In a short amount of time. With that being said, I'm still in my IBIT, but I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to give all that profit back. I think I got up as far as 30%. If it goes down to 20%, I'm going to take it off the table. So I am looking at a 10% trail on the stocks that I own. I'm looking at a 10% trail to make sure I still lock in profits. And ASML, I still do like the play. It's a nice play. The stories on ASML
I like it. If nothing else, keep it on your radar. Now, talking about stocks on the radar, I got something that I'm going to do on a weekly basis. And this where is it? On my radar. Stocks that are on my radar. So every week, I'm going to give you some of my secret stocks that I'm looking at to keep your eyes on. Spotify, fundamentally sound, up 2.5% today, double-digit earnings growth. Power Solutions, PSIX, undervalued, a good upside with a relative safety below 1. I call this more of an aggressive play. CI, look at these VSTs and CIs on these stocks. 39%. FTAI, one of the best looking stock graphs in the database, has taken some hit for a little bit, but fundamentally sound, double-digit earnings growth rate. Freight car stock that I've talked about a couple of times on the channel. Rail, Freight Car America, slightly undervalued, good upside potential, relative safety below 1. It is a more aggressive play. It does have a RT below 1. I'd wait for RT to get back above 1. Well, that's why the stock is a sell. For the most part, the stock is no longer in an uptrend, but the stock's got good upside potential. So does Clover. The stock is a little bit overvalued. More of a speculative play. I'd wait for RT to go back above 1, but it is a sell recommendation. But notice all of my secret stocks that I have my eyes on all have earnings growth rate above 10, and for the most part have RVs above 1. All right, so every week I am going to give you my stocks that are on the radar. All right, I am going to give you ASML, RT less than 1. So I like it, Haas. I like the news that I showed you on it, but given the market's conditions and knowing that the stock's RT is below 1, I would wait. I would really wait. All right. The reason why I skipped through all of these others is because I don't feel really comfortable, given the market's condition, to put any fish in your hands. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no? Because of the way the market is moving right now, even if I extend this line out, let's extend it out. I'm not a fan right now. I want to help you to make money, but I'm not comfortable giving you fish today. I am not comfortable giving you fish today. All right. So with that being said, I am going to tell you to manage the stocks that you're currently in. Watch them. Don't forget, if you're in a stock longer term that you don't want to get rid of, sell a covered call, buy a protective put. The big thing that everybody's looking at going into next week is going to be NVIDIA. All right, G. Dave says, yes, not the time to buy. We look at Qubit? We looked at QBTS. All right, let's go look at Qubit. And again, I think that I may have to do another video on quantum. But Qubit, nice move. I'm not feeling this right now. It's way above the Bollinger Band. Big volume. This has got to be news driven. Big volume, but outside, what is it? It's up 55%. That's why it's outside of the Bollinger Band. Yesterday, quantum computing secures first order for TFLN photo chip foundry. Quantum computer enters final stage of commissioning quantum photonic chip foundry. You know something? Oh, that was 23 days ago, and now it secures its first order. Oh, I can't do it tomorrow. I already got my sights set on what I'm going to do tomorrow. But I may have to change that. Interesting. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to next Friday. But I'm going to use this story next Friday. This is important. All right, so I don't think I'm going to still do it tomorrow, but I may have to do it next Friday. But I want that story. It's on Yahoo Finance. I'll find it. All right. Let's go to Viewers tab. Let's go to Customer Picks. We got about 10 minutes. How many likes we have? 62. I'm still going to give you 10 stocks anyway. Let me check Neo. IONQ, comma JPM, comma OKLO, comma AVAV, comma MSTR, micro, comma VIST, comma Sezzle, for Sezzle, my stockle, comma ALAB. How many stocks is that? We're stopped at ALLB. 9. The next one is going to be Heiko. There's your 10 stocks. There's your 10 stocks. You need to give us your bottom price. My bottom price, you know, where is it going to fall to? I don't know. What makes you think I know that? Sigh. PLTR. What makes you think I know where it's going to fall to? That I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess to that. What makes you think I'm going to... How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. Man, I don't know. Hey, let me ask a question. Is it unrealistic that I don't know where Palantir is going to fall? Yes, it's unrealistic. No, it's not unrealistic. Man, Jazz is trying to put me straight up on Front Street. Straight up on Front Street. I got no spider senses. My name ain't Spider-Man. Now, I'm not Spider-Man. Wow. Alfreda says you know everything. Y'all are saying yes. Ask Joey. Joey don't know. Don't even put Joey in this conversation. Don't even put, maybe they're asking for the stock support level. I got one right here at 58.29. My next level of support, I got two. My next level of support would be at this gap, 53.16. And then my last level of support would be about 47.49. All right, if that's what you're looking for, I can do that. But right close to price to lock in profits, I'm looking at 58.29. If you want to go down to the last gap, I'm looking at 53.16 if you want to give it a little bit more room. But your drop dead point to be out of the stock is going to be 47.63. Is that what you were looking for? Yes or no? Was that what you were looking for? Yes or no? I gave you three levels. Right close to price to lock in. All right. I know, listen, I'm not even going fast lane, slow lane. I'm looking at people made a lot of money and trying to keep you guys. I'm trying to keep you guys holding on to that money. All right. Jake, I know it's still in the fast lane. This is one of those times where people are up double, even triple digits. I'm not concerned about that. I want you to lock in those profits. Can you look into some quantum computing stocks? Julie, I showed you a list. I got a list of 20 stocks. Julie, I showed them already in here, 20 stocks. And I'm thinking about doing a video soon on it. 5 below the stop. All right, let's go. Let me go finish looking at the stocks. Where did I just put them? Oh, I put them in the watch list. There they are. If you're looking at these stocks straight up from a VectorVest perspective, the stocks with the highest VST are JP Morgan Trace, MicroStrategy. The ones with the lowest VST, only one with a VST below 1, and it's a sell. Even Oklo's got a positive VST above 1. All right. So for the most part, you pick out of the 10 stocks, 9 have VST above 1. Which one joined the fastest uptrend? INOQ is up the fastest. Down today, way overvalued. And negative earnings. It may be in a fast uptrend. I'm not feeling that. All right, we're going to take a look at it, though. MicroStrategy, ALLB, these are the stocks that are moving up the fastest. Let's go sort this by earnings growth. ALLB's got double digit at 53. It's got the best earnings growth in here. Sezzle's the second, and AVAV the third. All right, so longer term plays, I like the earnings growth rate double digits. Shorter term plays, which stocks are moving up the fastest right now. Longer term plays as well, which stocks should outperform the market over the next 1 to 3 years. And I think by utilizing our rank analysis with our proprietary indicators does put a good non-spin on the stock. Straight answers, depending on how you invest in the market, which stocks you should be in. Glenn, are we going to watch Powell together here? No, not today. Not today. I wasn't prepared for that. It's going to be in 6 minutes anyway, so the answer to your question is probably no. But I am going to watch him. I want to hear what he's got to say. All right, and one last thing. I'll do this for you, Julie, really quick. Quantum computing stocks. Where was it? No, there it is. Quantum computing stocks. I did put up a list of 20 stocks. Well, it was 19. I added one. Here are my quantum computing stocks. I'll leave it up for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. QBTS was the last one, and here's the last two, Baba and Baidu. Baba and Baidu. All of these are the stocks that I have in my top quantum computing stocks. All right. Let's go back to customer picks. Let's go look at these graphs before we go. Let's go look at these graphs before we go. Graph them all. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, I want to tell you all a quick story. So my wife was calling to talk to one of our grandkids who was in Michigan. And she was like, she's talking to his mother. Said, what does he want for Christmas? And she says, he wants a shacket. My wife was like, what's a shacket? It's a shirt jacket. That's what he calls a flannel. A shirt jacket or a shacket. I was like, wow, from the mouths of babes. He wants more shackets for Christmas, which he loves flannels. So I told my wife, wow, with that being said, wife, I think I want me a few shackets for Christmas. So when I come on to Trending Thursday or live stream in my shacket, all I need you to do is type in the room, shacket, and I'll know what it is. But I thought, from the mouths of babes, he calls that a shirt jacket. Calls a flannel a shirt jacket. All right, just wanted to tell you that. All right, 3-month graph, looking at, I don't even want to look at I'm going to go back to the VectorVest layout. VectorVest layout, RT, volume, let's go put volume on the stock. JP Morgan, I like the big up move here after the gap up. I would like to see the stock take out the high, but I like the move. I ain't no half stepping. I like the move. Freehand line. Trend line up. That's an ascending triangle. It's a bullish sign. All right, on JP Morgan. Next one, MicroStrategy. Oh, let me give you I got to stop on this one already. Sitting at about 279.75. That's a lot of give back right there. I'm going to give you another closer stop to price. I'm going to use today's low at about 320.36. 320.36. All right, so I like the uptrend in the stock. I like the sideways move. I love that the bottom wick, which shows some buying pressure, stopped right here. That's a good level of support. If I'm not in it, though, I'm not looking to get in until it goes about 12 cents higher than the high. But if you're in it, leave it alone. If it breaks below that level, you probably should take it. Now, I also am looking at the stop price. The stock stop price is moving up. That's a positive sign as well. All right, next one. Astera Labs, pulling back from the high. That is a bearish engulfing with follow through, but I'm going to give you a hard point here, right about at 85.87. A lot of selling pressure coming in on these candles. That's a good point that if it breaks down below it, it's going to have more legs. Prior to that, nice move up, found the high, again, bearish engulfing, followed through. There's your level of support. Have a good day, Nectarios. Thanks, Glenn. Have a good day, Mark. I'm pretty sure everything goes through Joey. Yeah, no, it doesn't. All right, next one. Sezzle. Same kind of scenario. Pull off the high. No real candlestick pattern that I see here. But I am going to give a level of support sitting at 344.90. I love the price. But right now, with the market's conditions, pulling back a little bit, that's a good hard point in the sand to consider getting out. AVAV, I think it's going to still be a good play from a defense perspective, but I ain't going to try to tell you to hold through this. That's a gap down, selling pressure. That's a gravestone doji, shooting star. There's nothing that tells me right now that you shouldn't take profits off the table or mitigate losses right now. That's a big move, and that's an abandoned candle. Gapped up, gapped down the next day. And it's abandoned sitting up there, but too many signs that say right now from AVAV, you probably don't want to be in it right now. Now, Vistra, Petroleum Products Pipeline. I like the actually it's a V bottom. That's a V bottom. Nice open candle today. What I don't like about the move up is the volume fading. That's a little bit of a bearish divergence. Very little wick at the top, which means it's trading right at session highs right now. So with that being said, I'd be careful. I do like the move. If you're more aggressive, I wouldn't. I would wait given the market's conditions. I do like the move, but if you're a little bit more aggressive, if you're not in it today, I'd look to see if I get followed through tomorrow. Next one, wow, INOQ, beautiful move to the upside. Down day today. You know me, I don't like to buy a stock on a down day, but it went up high enough to hit a new 3-month high. All right, it went up high enough to hit a new 3-month high. RT is there. And Andrew, yeah, I'm not going to be able to, I only got 10 stocks that I'm looking at for you. Glenn, your screen appears to be out of focus. You may need to close or go to the little cog on the bottom of the window and refresh. Ramore. All right. Oh, much more. Joey did something. I don't know what he did. No clue. Ask Glenn. Carvana, bad. I'm not going to look. Andrew, I won't be able to look at it today. All right. Heiko. Bottom left, top right, little pullback. Nice move. New 3-month high today. Big wick at the top. Big wicket, big volume, but big wick at the top. That shows me some selling pressure. Be careful with that. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not, I'd wait for confirmation tomorrow to break above the high. Love the volume, though. It's a lot of conviction to the move. Oklo. I got a little bit of a wedge going here. High, low. That's consolidation. All right, it's going to break one way or the other. That's consolidation. That's a wedge. I'd wait to see which way it's going to break out. All right, there's the uptrend. There's the downtrend coming to a head soon. Glenn, what is your suggestion on those that are stuck in SMCI? Ooh, you got to make a decision. If you're stuck, you ain't no reason why you should be stuck. At some point in time, you got to determine when the pain gets to you. You got to determine that. There's no reason to be stuck. You know, even if you say, oh man, the stock went down, at some point you got to get out. Well, I'm going to hold it. And it went down some. Yeah, there's no reason to be stuck, Rajiv. You make the decision to get out at some point in time. They got an extension to December 11th to declare earnings. I don't know if they're going to make it. But it's going, that's a new 3-month low today. You know, that's right. What's up, Furby? Powell says he's not in a hurry. Lowering rates. Ooh, that's right. He's talking right now. Glenn, what is your suggestion on those stuck in SMCI? Rajiv, I just answered that question. I just answered that question. I even moved from the stocks to go look at SMCI for you. Troy said he took a 25% loss on SMCI. There you go. You got to make a decision. All right, so Oklo's in consolidation. In Neo, I'm not feeling it. There's a hard level of support sitting at $4.20 some odd cents. Neo's just going down, 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 down. Folks, never should you get stuck in a stock. Joey, where's the thing? Click on it before we go. Joey, you listening? OMG. Did he walk away? He probably did. Can I click on that? That's what I wanted. All right, before we go. Am I still in DFAN? Lisa, I am. Again, I'm looking at the end of the day to determine what other stocks I'm going to get out. I'm looking at the end of the day to see what other stocks I'm getting out. But I did take my profits on Palantir. For your Monday evening Canadian picks, what are your guidelines to get out of them? That portfolio, and Joey doesn't need to change from that. Portfolio, I'm not in that. I'll have to show you to it on Monday video. I'll do that. Who asked me for that? Ravi. I'll have to show it to you on Monday because I have certain stops set up for both. for the U.S. market and for the Canadian market. When I do my Monday video on Monday, I'll show you the stops. I think I always show you the stops. Do I not always show you the stops? Yes or no? Do I not always show you the stops when I do the Monday videos to show you the stops that I use? Are Canadian stocks more polite? No, they're tougher. They are tougher. All right, before I go, folks, don't forget about the Black Friday special we've got running right now to get into the VectorVest software. 99 cents for 30 days. Folks, that's a deal. That's a deal. 99 cents. You know, everybody looks for the special deals on Black Friday. Well, here's our special deal. 99 cents for 30 days. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. www.vectorvest.com/YT. 99-cent trial. All right. Glenn, thank you so much for encouraging me to use a trailing stop loss so we don't lose our profits and or our money. No matter how good a stock has treated you, never give back, and I'll use this as a guide. No matter what stock you're in, never give back more than half of what you've made. If I'm, the least I should have given back on that, or the most I should have given back on that would have been about 60%. If it dropped all the way down to a 60% gain, I should have gotten out. All right, because that's me taking no more than half of what I've made. All right, so with that done. All right, folks, you guys have a great day. All right, Nectarius, you still here? Thank you, Glenn and Joey, Jazz. I will put DFIN on my watch list. I'll find out tonight which stocks I'm going to still hold, and I'll talk to you about it on my live stream tomorrow. I'll talk to you about it on my live stream tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the mobile app coaching. I'll update you on the stocks that I hold. All right, folks, adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. I'm praying for all the people around the world, especially on the West Coast and the East Coast, going through all these fires right now. All right? Praying for those people, but I'm also wanting each and every one in VV Nation to think about helping your neighbor, uplifting your neighbor. If we do that enough, we're going to become a better society. Just think about that. Odabo, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.